You know, a sign of when you're getting old.
Plenty of those.
I broke wind in company and didn't realise we had a valuer over to value the house. So I don't know him. The bank sent him over. Some guy. He's a nice guy. He's standing in the kitchen and he goes, my evaluations are quite conservative, so you've got to add. And I say, you've got to add like 5% or 10%. Kevin's like, excuse me. The guy's like, yeah, well, we might take this outside. I just broke wind loudly.
So I know two old men shouldn't talk about breaking wind, turn off now, but I do want to drill down on this.
Yeah.
Did you? I'll give you a second to get to turn it off. Okay,
yeah, there we go.
Sealed section. Did you know that you were going to break wind?
No, just sort of, just
so you lost control, or did you try to do it sneakily?
No, I think maybe I was just so comfortable in the house.
Were you lifting something up?
No, I was leaning on the
kitchen.
Were
you twisting or were you leaning forward?
I should have done what my dad used to do and blame the cat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we all,
bloody hell, Soxy, what are we feeding you these days? That's what he used to say.
So basically, you are getting old because you've done that without realising that you've done it.
Can you do the walk and fart? She said, and again annoys my. I'll walk to the kitchen going, I'll just go down the shops and I'll just check that.
Well, I do a thing again. I'm sorry about this, but I pretend to turn around and then to see if there's someone behind me. No, pretending I'm looking for someone, and I break wind.
That's pretty funny.
I will. Again, I can't. I hope no one from the golf club is listening to this. But when I'm sitting at the table and then I get up to leave to walk out of the golf club, I do. I crop dust.
Yeah, crop dust. Yeah. Someone open a window in here.
Now, I don't know whether you've had this conversation with your kids, but have you had the conversation with your kids about that? Do the kids fart at home?
Yeah. They've got to
Kieran,
excuse me.
Kieran will be upset if you reveal whether or not she.
No, she's more discreet than the children.
Right.
But remember, Kate Langbrook had never farted in front of her partner.
Well, we did a sketch on it, and something stupid that it's a breaking of it's a sign that you're not totally relaxed in front of one another.
Yeah. Yeah. Christine Basil, the great comedian, used to say, we met a young couple and they said, we've never farted in front of each other.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, God, we hold up scorecards. That's funny.
I know.
But Kate had never farted in front of
still
Pete.
Hasn't.
Well, as far as I know.
Is that is it an upbringing thing? I guess it is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's keeping yourself nice, I suppose.
Well, I think at times it's quite funny. I think I remember my 21st. My cousin came to my 21st in the middle of the dance floor, and it was just like, it was horrible. The dance floor, you're going, and everyone's going, who did that?
Yeah.
And he goes, it was me. You go, you know what? You could have walked. You knew what was happening. You could have walked outside.
I've been in a few situations. We were auditioning people on the radio once, and this young guy came in and just, whoa.
I know.
It's just, and again, it was Kate goes, did you just fart? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really nervous. And man, it was bad.
I've never farted from nerves.
Then I remember doing a gig in Bendigo. It was a uni, and me and the scared weird little guys, Rusty and John, were standing by the stage, and the guy, the activities officer goes, "Oh, this is young, I don't know, Quentin, and he's gonna do his first stand up. He's a student here."
And he shat himself basically.
He comes up and, I'm really nervous, guys, and we're like, "Whoa, what's that smell?" Anyway.
I remember singing Rodney Rood, and he got halfway through his act, dropped the microphone down to his ass and farted into the microphone in front of the crowd. And it was like, I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
I remember Peter Rosethorn on this very podcast.
He farted in... No, that was the debrief. That was the debrief.
Oh, sorry, the debrief.
It was the debrief.
Yeah, on the debrief.
He farted in the mic.
And I also, and it was on Kath and Kim the other night.
Yeah.
Peter and I were in bed together. Pete won't mind me saying this. You'll see Pete and I together, and I'll say Pete just farted. It wasn't a joke one. He farted in the middle of a scene. In the middle of a scene. It's like, no, but have you spoken to your kids? Because when we used to do this, my dad would laugh so much he'd fall off the chair. Have you ever...
Pull my finger?
No. Lit them.
Oh.
We would have done that at Scouts.
And Scouts we did it, yeah. Absolutely.
We'd do it for my dad, and he would laugh so much he'd he would fall off the chair.
Really?
And
No, my kids haven't done that yet.
oh well, yeah,
There was always some scout who would take off all his pants
very dangerous.
and lie on the ground with his legs in the air akimbo and then just with a lighter. It's
Yeah.
like, oh,
I mean,
it's a bit weird.
No, that's a bit weird.
That's a
I
bit
think keep your
weird.
pants on. But it's very
Keep your
dangerous
pants
because
on.
you can burn yourself and leave it. But yeah, and it's a blue flame.
What are the great? There must be great fart scenes in movies.
You know what? The one in Blazing Saddles, not that good.
Oh, around the campfire.
No,
when they're eating
no.
baked beans.
No, not that good. Russell Coit, we used to fart a bit.
Yeah, they'd be farting. In
I used to just do a thing. I would say to the actors that were around me, I'd have to pick up something heavy, and I would just go, when I say now,
Yeah.
all turn round, and because I would have picked up a log or something or an esky or something, I say, I'll just go and get the esky and now, and they would all turn round because I was saying now. It was
And what they put in the fart later?
yeah. But I told you my worst farting story.
No.
I shouldn't present it with that. Doing Russell Coit, was filming at night. We were filming on someone's property. I was sitting on a canvas roll, basically in the dark.
Mm.
They came over and said, "Hello, everybody. I just thought they had a glass of red and a couple of stemmed glasses. Just thought we'd welcome you with a glass of red to welcome you to the property." And at that point, I needed to fart.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it came out, because I was sitting on a canvas roll, it came out like it was from a PA system. I'd like to welcome you to the property. This huge fart. And then, because I was in the dark, I fucking laughed so hard.
Yeah.
But I didn't make any noise because and everyone's going, knew it was me, you know. And then I had to shoot some scenes after that. And the big laugh, because I was really tired, the big laugh gave me a real burst of
Yeah, energy.
energy. So,
Well, it's better in than out, as they say.
yeah.
Better in than
Not
out.
when there's a real estate agent around,
No,
because
he's a valuer.
what were those new people like? Oh, hillbillies. I'm talking big numbers, and he's talking big numbers out his ass.
Taking 200 grand off that property right now. Because of that fart. Oh, God, here comes the music. Here it comes.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Anyway, welcome to the program. Somehow related. We get two topics. We've got to work out how they are related. Should we just get into it?
Yeah.
Go on,
There's
Sam.
nothing else.
We had a
need-
chat to Sam last week. And,
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, but it's just good to remember our people. Yeah. I don't think there's any housekeeping,
No.
is there? No.
No. What are the topics, Sam?
Colour television and dreaming.
Wow.
that's-
I mean,
that's-
do you dream in colour? That's the thing. I mean, there must be some sort of...
There must be a correlation.
Should we talk about colour TV?
Yeah, go.
I remember when it was introduced. Would have been the 70s.
75, 74, 75. In the 50s, I think, in the US.
We went to Alan Johnson's house,
Oh, I can't remember the name of the guy who had it.
and his dad must have been, because Alan Johnson.
You would have been young.
Oh, we were like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And Alan Johnson's... His dad must have been like an engineer, because they were a bit ahead of the curve with stuff like that. And he said, "Sit back, boys, sit back."
Oh, you don't want to get too close.
And then he turned on the colour TV, and we were like, wow.
But it comes up slowly.
It warmed up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whereas nowadays, it's pretty quick, but it come up slowly. And then all of a sudden, you couldn't believe what you were seeing.
I think... Was it... You can remember the first show you saw.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. I can't remember what... Look, it might have been Gilligan's Island or something. Because some of those shows must have changed halfway.
Would have been like 4:30 in the afternoon, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
absolutely.
school.
Sometime.
Absolutely.
Was it a Rankarina?
I reckon it was a Rank Arena.
Was it a Pie?
Oh,
Was it a
Pie.
Chrysler?
I reckon Rank Arena.
I reckon it was Rankarina. And your Rankarina was your rolled gold. It was your big boy.
Yeah.
And big clanky knob.
Yes.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Always
clunk.
a button push.
No,
hard to-
Clunk.
Yeah, clunk, clunk, clunk.
Clunk.
Of course, no remote.
No, when you were a little kid, you were the remote for your dad.
Yeah, that's right.
You'd sit on the poof next to the couch.
Yeah.
Go, I had enough of this. Change it to Channel 9.
Click,
Yeah,
click, click, clunk, clunk, clunk.
Ugh.
And again, boring. Old people talk. How many stations were there? 4. 4 AB. Yeah.
Well, 3 originally. I think.
3. And then Channel 10 came.
Yeah. Channel O was
Channel
originally.
O, then went to Channel 10.
9, 7, 10. No,
Um,
9, ABC.
So let's talk about the history of television. What was it? What was it?
Logie?
John Logie Baird, the middle name of the man who invented colour TV.
Colour, I don't know,
think
TV.
It was, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Colour TV, so why did we get it so delayed? No.
I read something, it was because of the Vietnam War.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This is somehow related.
yeah, I think it was. I think it was something to do with the technology that was there, or maybe it was that there must be some sort of not chemical, some sort of wiring or something that they needed for the war.
Oh, wow.
So they couldn't.
That was delayed.
Oh, hang on. Maybe it was just money. Maybe it was just
money.
money to set yourself up for colour television. They probably Australia couldn't afford it. That's what it was, because it was the 50s there or 60s.
Yeah.
So I remember.
My dad had a part-time job on Saturdays, fixing TVs.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because my
he
dad was a radio technician in the war. Was your dad? How did your dad know about TVs?
He was just like a fitter and turner, but he could fix TVs. So I think.
Well, he opened up the back and put his hand in.
Oh yeah. And the guy that owned interesting because someone put an old photo up of Mitcham, the shops where we grew up, and you could see Dad's TV shop there in the old photo. You could see
really?
the actual shop. Yeah, where
Is
he
that a
worked.
shop?
He didn't have a shop, but it was the guy who had the shop, but the guy owned the shop. When it turned to colour TV, he killed himself because he couldn't.
What?
He thought that was the end of his job, fixing TVs.
Oh.
So my dad worked on black and white TVs. It was that long ago, and then colour TVs came in, and the guy that owned the shop couldn't handle it, and
that's
that's
a
sad,
shame.
isn't it?
What were the classics that TVs went there? I remember that they would roll sometimes. Remember that they would roll,
and the horizontal
hold, or the vertical. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
and adjust the aerial.
Yeah,
Just get up and adjust the aerial.
Yeah, bit more. Turn it back. Oh, there you got it.
And then extreme cases, they get on the roof
Oh, yeah. Mr. Antenna does a good job.
these days.
So
yeah.
what do we still need antennas?
Digital? No, because it comes through the internet. It comes through a wire. But if you got one down at the beach or somewhere like that,
It would still be an aerial, wouldn't it?
some of them are aerial, I think. Yeah, they're
But if
analog still.
but we're not getting the TV through the streaming source. Well,
Well,
no, we're not.
some
well,
are.
Foxtel you are,
Yeah.
but we still get it off. It's still off air.
Yeah, but if you have Foxtel, I don't think you need an aerial. They all come through the cable now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Pretty sure.
How much was the colour television when they first came out?
Whoa, pretty expensive.
I was reading about this not so long ago. I think it was like they were about $1,200,
Wow,
which then was like $9,000.
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. What's the most you've paid for a television?
I remember buying a television at the Brash's closing down sale,
Yep.
and I remember Tony Martin laughing at it when he came to my house because it was an old school with the big back. You know, it was still one with the big back, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Where's that telly from?" I said, "Mate, I bought that in 1996 at the Brash's closing down sale," and
2000?
yeah, I can't remember what it was, but gee, it was a good TV, and I actually got it repaired, and the guy said, "This is a
You
great
haven't
TV."
still got it.
No, then the tube blew, and the guy said,
Because
"It's
I
not
bought
worth
one.
it."
It needed at least two people to lift it.
Yeah,
It was so heavy. I sold it to a mate of mine. So heavy.
Remember when those colour TVs came out? They were massive. They were just. I'm talking about like the 2000s, those big, heavy black.
The
things.
Sony was magnificent. And then, you know what it was? It went from curved screen to flat screen. And the big cell was flat screen.
And
is it flat screen? No, it's still curved. No,
yeah,
gotta have
flat
flat
screen.
screen.
But now you go to people's houses, and their TVs are so big.
I find it not offensive, but I find it sort of.
It's a little bit. You know.
Yeah, because you go, what's
It's a little bit gaudy. What's the word? We've got a smaller. Our TV's not that big.
Here's my rule of thumb. If Tracy Grimshaw, she's just retired, if Tracy Grimshaw's head is bigger than Tracy Grimshaw's head,
Yes.
then
But also, people
It's too big.
laugh at our TV because we have a small TV, but then they're all watching stuff on their phones.
I know.
So the phone's tiny.
I remember back in the day, though, I had a portable. God, it was cool.
Oh, the
It
little
had
portable
in your bedroom.
Yeah.
So good, and it was colour.
Oh,
And you could lean forward, and you could reach it, tick, change the station.
great.
Yeah, and you could pick it up, take it to another room, but you could put it, if you wanted to watch the footy, put it on the back deck or something, you know.
Great.
Nowadays, they're all stuck to the wall on long
Yeah.
struts and stuff.
Do you have a TV in your bedroom?
Yes.
It's a bit bogan, isn't it?
It's very
I
bogan.
think it's a bit bogan.
You get bogan.
Well, I don't know. Is it?
I think a big TV in your bedroom is.
That's bogan.
Yeah. I was staying at a guy's place once.
I mean, my mate used to work in hospitals, and he just got one of those hospital mounts and put it in his bedroom. You know, the hospital mounted TVs.
Yeah, well, Elvis had a TV on the roof, on the ceiling.
Oh, Thank you very much.
But what was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, he had a 65-inch television on the wall, right? And he goes, how good is that? And he goes, it gets better. And he pushed a button. Then a screen came down over the television.
What?
So he had a projector as well.
Oh, wow.
I'm going, too much time in your hands, mate.
Yeah, that's too much media.
And I don't think the projectors are that good.
No, they get it pixelated and stuff.
And the screen's never very good. I mean, you know.
No.
Okay. What's the ideal size for a TV for an average room? 42?
I'd say.
What do you got now?
We got a small one. I don't know, but it's small.
It's probably 42.
Probably 42.
I got a 55.
Ooh.
55 Sony with the speakers. Now, this is interesting. The speakers, they acknowledge, the companies acknowledged that their speakers weren't very good because they went, oh, everyone's going to buy a soundbar. I don't want to buy a soundbar.
I don't want to buy a soundbar.
I don't want a soundbar. I don't want another remote.
Surround sound, mate. Get some surround sound in your...
Sony brought one where the sound is in the picture.
Oh, that's good. In the picture.
Yeah, if you put your ear up to the screen like that,
wow,
you can hear the sound coming where it should come from, like in the cinema. The speakers are behind the screen in the cinema.
Well, yeah, they are too. They reckon these smart TVs are listening to you. Are they listening to you? And they found out that they were listening to. Everyone thought it was like some weird conspiracy theory, but apparently they can listen to you.
The TVs are listening while they're off?
They can listen. Oh, I don't know where they're off, but when they're on, they can. So
when you
smart TVs.
farted the other day, the television would have heard it. You can't.
And then it just brings up ads for like toilet paper and laxatives.
Incontinent.
What is incontinence pad? What are they targeting me? You know, like colour TV. It's a great invention.
Look,
but black and white. When you see black and white, like say, I don't know, Get Smart, or it looks cool. Black and white.
Cool.
You know? I reckon it looks. Yeah, I can. They sometimes do movies in black and white.
No, it looks pretentious to me. You go, what are you trying to say? The world's not in black and white. Why do we need to see it in black and white?
But I have good memories of black and white shows like Gunsmoke or whatever in black and white.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. There's also the flip side of that where they take old black and white footage and they colorise it.
Oh, it's amazing.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that. It looks a bit fake, but I like it.
I always go, the man's coat is the same as the building in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've gone, bit of brown building.
Too much brown.
Too much brown. I think look at his lips, it's too red, you know.
Well, let's talk about dreaming. Can we talk about dreaming?
Dreaming.
Dreams?
Okay. I dream, but I have periods where I dream and I can remember them.
I dream of Jeannie.
And then I have periods where I can't. At the moment, I'm not remembering them. But I do have periods. Do you have any reoccurring dreams?
No, not really.
You're lead singer of a rock band in the nude. Everyone has that, don't they?
Yeah, I know. Down the shop with my pants off.
Yeah.
No, I had a dream. Yeah, like Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Paul Collegian used to do that funny routine, the comedian, about Martin Luther. He always goes, "I had a dream where man and women can live together and all that." And he goes, but most people's dreams aren't like that. It's like, I had a dream. I was down the shops and I had no pants on. Oh, no. Since I've started using a CPAP, I dream a lot with that thing.
Are they Can you
you
make any sense out of them?
Yeah, often they're work related.
Can you give me an example?
I had a dream where I had a big falling out with Marty Sheargold, who I know, but I don't know that. You know, I don't work with him.
Yeah.
But I had this and it was really stressful that I had somehow offended him and he was chasing me. Something was going on. And I woke up and went, oh, thank God. That's just a dream. I haven't really got something with Marty Sheargold. Yeah. It was bizarre. See, I thought I could dream about you or, you know, like someone.
But maybe Marty Sheargold represents a part of your psyche. There you go. Maybe it represents part of you that you don't want or you're trying to get rid of. Or I should be a therapist.
I dream about bad gigs too. I dream of doing gigs and stuff.
I dream that I'm in a band.
Really?
And I don't know how to play the guitar.
Oh, that's amazing.
Or I have to play the piano. But then what happens, this is really good, all I do is I bang my hands on the keys and music comes out. I go, I got to say, this playing the piano thing's not that hard.
Wow.
And I play really well. You know,
I think you know, dreams when one of the kids or whatever says I had a dream, they do tend to get a bit tedious when people tell you about their dreams.
If you just come, if you turn up to work and he goes, "Oh, you guess what I dreamt about?" He goes, "Oh, I might just go to get a coffee." It really is because they believe that it's really important.
Yeah, it's not.
But what are the classic ones? Falling,
Being chased.
and that's sometimes Selena will wake me up because I yell at because I never get physical with people because I can't run. I yell at them, and then Selena goes, "Oh, you're having a dream." I go, "Yeah, I know. I was just yelling at the man that was, and I couldn't run." So that's
Falling, flying, being chased.
Do you fly?
I've ever dreamt of. I've definitely dreamt of falling.
And you don't hit the ground. You don't
hit the ground. You don't hit the ground.
I am frequent flying.
Oh wow! You should get points. Get some flyby, sir.
That's a top shelf joke. Very good.
Yeah.
No, I'm walking down the street with a group of people.
Yeah.
And I go, I reckon now's a good time to show them how I can fly. And I go like I go like this. I go, but I have to really. Like
so that's a recurring thing you have.
Yeah,
flying.
and I fly up around the trees, up around there, and sometimes there are other people up there flying, other humans. And I go, and then I fly back. I fly around for a while. And everyone goes, "God, you're good, Glenn. That's incredible." But they're not that impressed because you would think that flying, everyone goes, "I can't believe you did that," but they kind of go, "Yeah, whatever.
It's interesting."
Yeah.
Do you ever have X-rated dreams?
What we would call.
Well,
they're called wet dreams.
Wet dreams. Well, that tended to happen in adolescence.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't reckon I ever had one.
I do. They're fantastic.
Yeah, X-rated dreams.
They are. But mine invariably.
I know they're pretty realistic.
They are.
Oh man.
Yeah. They.
Right.
We won't go into details, but I will say that I didn't consummate the.
Oh.
It was all about the.
Same here.
It was all about the.
About to happen.
All the toing and froing.
Yeah, and then you wake up, you're like, oh God.
Now, I will admit that in my youth, I probably did have
ones that
that ones that you have to,
I can't remember.
Why are you washing your own clothes? Why are you washing your own? Don't worry about it, Mum. Don't worry about it. Oh, do you?
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. You're washing your sheets as well. You're such a good boy. There must be I don't want to go into the personal details of your kids, but I'm sure that every parent of a teenage boy, and I'm sure girls don't have the.
I don't know. They would have the equivalent, but there's not that element involved that boys have.
But yeah, there is a point where you go, oh, that was good, and then you wake up, and then you go, oh no.
There used to be on Triple J, this radio station, a dream interpreter on every Tuesday, and every dream was sexual. Every dream was sexually related, according,
Was it Jungian, Freudian? Who was it? Freudian was big on the dreams, wasn't he? And
I don't know.
It's like there's a fly in the ointment because someone's come along and gone, okay, all your teeth falling out. I think that means you're going to lose some money. How do they?
Losing teeth is a popular dream.
But how do they equate the meaning? Because sometimes you go. But it's usually representative of something that you're scared. So therefore,
you're trying to resolve problems in your sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, but your subconscious or your dreaming mind is so creative. It's so clever the way that it flips it around and it turns people in your life into other parts of you and so forth. And it's sometimes it's quite easy. To interpret them. But I was thinking the other day, I was looking at sometimes you listen to a song. Or you see a painting and you go, I know what's happened with that painting. Like Dali. You've had a dream.
Yeah.
And you've woken up and just painted it.
Do you ever dream ideas? I've dreamt ideas before.
And you think they're really good ideas?
Yeah, comedy ideas or jokes and stuff. Yeah. I don't think they've ever been any good, but what about nightmares?
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
one up from a dream.
Well, night terrors, where I wake up screaming. Yeah.
Terrible.
Which can be for... certain people when they are reliving trauma.
Oh, if you've been in a war.
Or any other sort of trauma that comes up in the dream. It must be horrific to actually continually relive that.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, and there's not a lot you can do about it because, but in a way, it maybe is helping you because you are, in your own way, confronting that fear again and going, well, I'm okay. I'm dealing with it. But again, I'm nearly a psychiatrist, so I'm not totally.
Yeah, you wake up screaming something like, I left Jerry in the jungle.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, oh, yeah, horrible stuff.
Still in the tunnels. Well, why don't we have some thinking music? What was that terrible movie with Robin Williams called Dreams May Come? Oh, man.
Was it bad?
I saw it on a plane, and you know it was back in those days where they just brought the screens down in the aisle and you had to watch it. There was nothing else to do. And it was Robin Williams walking around in a dream world with Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
She was
maybe on
bad.
paper it was good.
Yeah. Who was Dreams? Larry David has some funny dreams. And
He went to heaven
He
and
went to
stuff.
heaven, and
we could play one of those.
Ali G was there.
Why
don't we
could Rank Arena ad.
Oh, Rank Arena.
Because they could Rank Arena. Because I think on the Rank Arena they banged a big gong or something.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Or a Phillips or a Pi or a Chrysler or a...
Gee. Why don't we do a make-believe? Let's do a make-believe.
In what? Of the guy who invented TV?
Yeah, colour TV. No, dreams. Let's do dreams. You come to me. I'll be the dream analyst. I'll be the dream professor. I'll be the dream analyst.
Oh, you're like so I've got...
You've got
problems.
issues with your dreams.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, because there are people out there. You can
Yeah.
go to a dream analyst.
You can go to one?
Yeah, I reckon you can.
So
Yep.
I would ring you up, make an appointment,
Yep,
and
you
I
turn
will
up to
tell you my
office.
dreams, and
Yep.
you'll tell me what they mean, and
Yep.
I'll pay you a fee for that.
Yep,
Yeah, okay.
it's $1,000.
That's it. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your
Okay,
credit
let's
card.
do that. Let's see what
All
happens.
right, hit that
Okay, here we go.
ding Courtney. Hello, welcome to Professor David Joe O'Neill's office. I am a dream analyst, and you would be Glenn, is that correct?
That's good, Glenn, that is correct. And I saw you on late night television
That's
advertising, and I thought I'd ring the 1-800 number.
That's
and,
right.
I booked in, and I see you. I thought it'd be an office, but you're in a caravan
By the river.
By the river, yeah. Which is surprising, but happy to participate.
I dreamt this. That's why I'm here.
Ah.
I dreamt it, and I visualised it, and then it
Yeah.
realised itself. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Ah.
But it's not about me. It's about you.
How long is the session for?
Look, depends how many dreams you've had.
Can I book in for?
Let's just start with the one.
I've started for the one.
Start with one. Even
Okay.
though there is a discount at the moment, 5 sessions, $4,000. Normally it's $1,000 a session, so you get essentially a session for free.
Gee, okay. Well, the one I had last night was, and this
Tell
is
me.
pretty spooky.
Tell me.
I had a whole loaf of bread, and I
That's,
made it up into toast and with Vegemite, and I ate the whole loaf.
You ate the whole loaf.
Yes.
That's sexual. That's sexual.
What? In what way?
The fact that you're eating the whole loaf, that's the phallic symbol. What you've got there, that bread, that is sexual. You're thinking of sexual experimentation. So I don't know whether you want to act on that, but that is sexual.
I mean that am I in trouble? Am I going to
No,
get
no,
caught
no,
by the
no,
police?
no.
Am I going to be
No,
like,
no,
should I never eat toast and Vegemite again?
Eat it again, but think about your sexuality.
What-
Think of experimentation.
Oh,
there.
so if I am eating toast and Vegemite and I get an erection, that's why.
That's normal.
That's normal?
That's sexual. That's sexual.
Okay.
What else have you had? What else have you got?
Well, I had a dream the other night where I was knitting with wool and knitting needles.
Needles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
phallic.
I
Yeah,
made
phallic.
a hat for the cat.
Again, sexual.
What?
That hat represents like a condom, like sexual desire. And that cat is, a sexual object in your mind, in the dream. Obviously not in real life, but that cat is a sexual object. You've made that hat to, in fact, capture the cat in your sexual web. That's what's going on. It's sexual.
Okay.
It's sexual.
I'm getting a bit of a weird.
It's sexual.
Am I the first person that has sexual dreams today?
No, well, you're extreme. I have to say, of all the people I've seen, you can go on. What's your next dream?
Yeah. Well, this won't be sexual.
Okay.
I'm a little boy,
Yeah, right.
and my bike is broken,
All right.
and then I fix my bike, and I can ride in the air like ET.
So you had a flat tire?
Yep.
Yeah, that represents a flaccid penis. And you pumped it up?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Viagra. And flying through the air is very sexual. Doesn't matter if you're a boy and you flew through clouds.
Yes.
Those clouds represent all the women you want to sleep with. How many clouds did you sleep through?
3.
3. And any big dark ones?
Yes.
Angry one?
Yes.
That's a man.
Yes.
Thunder? Lightning?
Yes.
Yeah, that's bad relationships.
Ah,
Yes, you're basically a very sexually dysfunctional person is what I'm getting
Look,
from these
okay.
messages, from these dreams.
I get
right.
it. I get it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I
Any-
sort of
any-
get
any
it.
dreams? You got a last
No,
dream
there's
for
one
me?
I don't want to talk
All right,
about.
okay.
There's one I don't want to talk about.
Oh, don't tell me about it. Go on, tell me about it. It's probably sexual. Go on.
Back in grade 3, and my grade 3 teacher, Mrs. Alsop, is in my bed naked.
Right.
I'm sitting on the bed naked.
Yep.
There's some implements around
Right.
the bedroom. There's the boy next door who has a very large
Wow.
penis,
Oh.
and he's got it dressed up in doll's clothes, which he often used to do, which I found alarming. The Barbie's tennis outfit used to look good, and then something happens in the bed, and I have to change the sheets.
Yeah. No idea on that one. Anyway, that's $1,000. Thanks for coming to the caravan. Wow. The therapist.
He was
was
good,
but
he was good.
One track.
One track.
Caravan by the
Yeah,
river.
but
All right.
take from that what you will.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to have a crack.
That's
I
sexual.
reckon-
That's very sexual.
Have a crack. I reckon that when colour TV was introduced, it changed people's dreams to colour. Is that the answer, Sam? What do you
I'm going to say the same thing. I reckon.
we used to dream in black and white? But life's in colour.
Yeah, I reckon it's because if you watch a lot of television, it made you dream in black and white. And if you watch a lot of colour, it make you dream in colour.
Oh, wow. You watch a lot of colour TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is the answer, Sam?
Color television in younger years seems to be influencing the ability to dream in color. A study found that people 25 and younger say they almost never dream in black and white. But people over 55 in the study that grow up with little access to color television reported dreaming in black and white about a quarter of the time.
Oh, I don't think that's ever happened.
Wow, we're both right.
Where that's a triple, where there's the answer, and you and I both get it right.
Yeah.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
And ironically, we're both sitting here in the nude.
Yeah.
With
Dreaming.
I've got some cream cheese on my head.
Oh, God.
And what's in your
Whipped cream, jelly.
jelly?
Vaseline.
And the people, the staff that work here are in a marching band outfits, but none of them got pants on.
It's incredible.
And they're about to get us burgers.
Is this a whole dream, this whole thing? Am I in a dream?
It's happening right now.
Oh.
Now this is weird.
Yeah.
These words coming out now, are you dreaming them?
Oh.
Or are they really on the podcast?
Yeah.
If you are listening to this in bed,
You are sleeping.
you are sleeping.
You're
You are
sleeping.
going to send us some money.
People say they listen to it in bed and it puts them to sleep. Let's help them out right now, shall we?
Yeah.
You're sleeping.
I know how to do it because I used to run a meditation class.
You're sleeping. Go on, do it.
I do it. Go to sleep, you fat fucks.